Welcome to the Talking Sport Report podcast with Scotty and Ego.
Unbelievable!
It is the Talking Sport Report. This is episode number 35, and we are going hammer and tong at the Ashes. It is the third test preview. They are kicking off later this week, Wednesday, I believe, Scotty, in Adelaide. It's not a day-night test. It's just a day test, which I've heard has angered some of the Adelaide folk because they really like the idea of having that day-night kind of vibe. But we are here to discuss about all the trials and tribulations of what's happening around this Adelaide Test. You got England that are literally on fire. They're like out of control. They're all over the shop. And then you got Australia that have just had the perfect start to an Ashes series, not having all their players, yet they find themselves up 2-0. So within this podcast, we are going to be going through all the storylines that are happening, giving you the ultimate chance. If you listen to one podcast, and it's this one, don't know what you're doing, to be fair, but at least you'll get all the information you could possibly get. I do this every week with Scotty. How are you, legend?
Hey, mate, I tell you, it's good. I've got a scotch, and I rarely drink when we do this.
Nice.
I have a scotch. You've just informed me it's Wednesday. I'm glad you did, because I would have been tuning in Thursday to find out if we've won the toss. So thank you. This is a great start.
This is a great start. But if anyone's listening to this podcast thinking, yeah, I've come here for my information and they don't even know what day it starts, never a good sign.
Well, I did. Clearly, I'm here for my information. Where else would I be?
Good. That's good.
But, mate, I tell you, looking forward to this. Previewing the third test. Can we get any better than the second one, though? It peaked for me.
Yeah, why do you say that?
Well, Australian comedian Aaron Gox obviously made headlines. Did you see him in that skin-tight Aussie jersey with the stains on the front?
He was the guy that was, for anyone who doesn't know, and I'm guessing as well, he was the guy that was standing near the sight screen when Steve Smith was batting, and he's a bulbous man.
He troubled Smith more than Archer did, so that was good. But from a lot of comments online, that is now peak male physique. So move aside Chris Hemsworth. I feel good about it because I'm halfway there or 3/4 of the way there. Shit, by the end of this show, I may have a few stains on my shirt as well. Yeah. But that test just had it all. We had sledging from the commentary box. Bloody Ricky Punter dropping a champ in there. We had Smith following suit only minutes later. I don't think we can get much better. Honestly,
it's good.
That peaked for me. So anything now is 100% bonus. And I'm just here for the ride.
Well, we didn't get a chance to talk about that because our last podcast where we reviewed the second test, we were doing it as Australia were getting those last 30 runs. We were so locked in that Australia was going to win, and they did it fairly easily, 2 down. But we missed the fireworks that was Archer v. Smith, you only bowl quick champion when there's nothing on the line, and then a 150k bouncer where Smith just dispatched him for 6.
4-6.
Mate, if that doesn't make you rock hard as an Australian, nothing will it?
Mate, stricken with rigor mortis, throbbing.
Unbelievable.
But what a way to win it. It's almost the equivalent of bringing up your 100 with a 6.
Yeah.
To wrap up an Ashes test on the back foot, a guy's trying to take your head off after you've sledged him, and you've just absolutely rattled him to the point even Ryan Harris is getting involved. And I agree with him. So there was a quote that I read from Ryan Harris about Joffra Archer. If he takes the gold chain off, he might be able to bowl quicker. We all know you've got a bit of money, mate. Take it off, will ya? Now, honestly, do you reckon if he takes that off, he's picking up 15 Ks more? Because that thing is huge.
I've always, you know what it is? It's the Matt Shervington effect. We've always said if Matt Shervington lost at least one of those nuts or that massive shaft he's obviously got down there, he would have broken the 10 seconds. Yeah, he would have broken the 10-second barrier and would have probably won a medal for Australia in the Olympics. But you're right, Joffra Archer's. It's the same thing. It's bling. It's bling bling.
It's huge. And to be perfectly honest, if anyone knows what it's like to carry a bit of extra weight, it's this bloke. So I know if he takes that off, he is 100%. I reckon he's hitting 170s for sure. Forget the look, champ. Come out, play your game. It's like he's on a holiday. You here to work, mate, or you here to look good?
Yeah.
Do your job. It's
going to be a very, very interesting test. So we like to kick off this podcast at the moment during the cricket time with a game we like to call Yes no,
Waiting.
wait on. All right. So, yes, no, waiting. In cricket spirit, good to start at this. Joffra Archer is ready to star in this test match in Adelaide.
No.
Ooh.
No. Why ready to star 3 tests in? Seriously, he's supposed to be the spearhead of their attack. He's dangerous. He's lethal with the ball. I feel like, as I just mentioned, this poor bloke's over here on a holiday. He's that guy that goes away for work, gets put up for a few nights, and treats it like a holiday.
Yeah.
Misses the conference to have a few cold ones at the bar and have a swim. So
Everyone
be it.
knows this guy, don't they? Everyone's got
Well,
one of them
yeah.
in their workplace.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow when you go to work, start calling him Archer. Say, hey, Joffra. Let's just start that as a movement. If you've got a person in your workplace that's like this, just start calling them Archer and then message us and tell us how they react.
Jump on to Temu and get a few cheap gold chains as well, like big bulky ones, and gift them as a secret Santa gift. That way you will know, but they never will.
That's right.
You'll
That's
always
very,
have
very
that.
true.
But short answer, nah. That guy's had 2 tests to prove himself, and so far, he's failed. He has failed massively.
Archer's he needs to fire in this next test, and there's question marks around who's going to get picked, who's going to miss out in this test, and it's mainly on the England side for obvious reasons, down 2-0 and playing like absolute shite.
Yep.
The question is, this will be a very safe batting wicket.
Yes. There's an easy
You kind
run
of
there.
feel like that. Yeah. You kind of feel like if Cricket Australia are any what corrupt, and they probably are a little bit corrupt. They're like, mate.
This isn't FIFA, mate.
Nah,
Come
yeah.
on.
They're like, hang on a minute. We've had 2 days, a 2-day, like the equivalent of lasting 30 seconds in bed in Perth. Then someone goes out, and we scrape up to 4 days. I don't know how that test in Brisbane lasted 4 days, but I guess it's because Australia batted so well in their first innings is the only reason why that lasted the full time, right?
Yeah.
Then you come to Adelaide, and Cricket Australia are desperate for a 5-day test match. In a city like Adelaide that loves their cricket, will get good attendance there every single day,
Lot
and
of
they've got
churches.
this incredible festival activity behind the scenes. They've already got the bit of the credit for being a wicket that's generally a lot more flatter, and can bring in some spinners and stuff like that. I just feel like they're going to be going out. There's a really good chance this is an absolute road, and we see 2 teams almost get 400 to 500 runs in the first 4 days, and it's a classic
Dead rubber.
draw.
Yep.
It's a classic draw. Maybe you hear it here first, but if it's day one and they're none for 150 drinks.
Jesus.
Like, you go, fuck. You know what's happened. Cricket Australia's had some words, and the curator has rolled that thing with an inch of its life.
The only way I feel you will be proven wrong is if Stokes wins the toss, because he's won the last 2, and it has been an absolute shit show for England. I'm under the premise right now. I've got this thought that if England win a toss, they're fucked. So
That's the one thing they don't want to win. They want to win the test.
Yes.
They just don't want to win a toss.
exactly. So at the moment they're 2-0 up.
Yes,
With
they
the
are.
toss. But you don't get the earn for that. So
You get nothing.
my theory here is it may be an absolute road. It could be set for an absolute run fest and a draw. But if it is, and Stokes wins the toss, and they get absolutely shit-showed again, that's a conspiracy. 100% needs investigating.
Yeah,
I'm calling it. Winning the toss is going to be England's downfall.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that. I read an amazing article through the week around the conspiracy theory. This is a brilliant one, that England is out to hurt Australian tourism. This is amazing.
I read that.
Because Australia go to England, and even though we might not win every Ashes series in England, we generally bat out the 5 days. We get to the close to the end. Like, you get your money's worth in Australia. But whenever England come out here, they're whitewashed in a number of days, and they feel like it's a conspiracy that England don't want to give Australia much hospitality and tourism money, and they're trying to hurt us economically. That is such a funny take.
So you reckon there's a hidden trait to Bazball where by halfway through day one, there's just someone in the sheds for England going, statistically, boys, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Go out there, throw it away. This country is not taking any more of our coin. We're not funding them. Let's get this shit over and done with. Move on to the next city. We'll go home soon.
We're sick of flying into a country that was settled by England back in the day, and we can't afford to be here on holidays anymore. And the other red flag to this? Obviously the coach is a New Zealander. So he wants Australia to suffer as well, because then it can get the New Zealand dollar a bit higher. I reckon they're out to get us, Scotty, and I think that's the best conspiracy theory I've heard. England don't want to win this Ashes series. They want to hurt us tourism-wise and money-wise.
If they don't want to win it, they're sure as shit on track to succeed with that.
Oh,
we'll give them that for sure.
Yeah.
But remember, there's some moral victories in there. They may not win the Ashes, but they may have some moral victories along the way. God bless them.
They'll bowl the fastest ball of the series, no doubt. And
do they still get $3 for every £1 in the exchange rate? Or is it now if they come over with like £30, they're getting like $4,500? That's how fucked our economy is. So really, they're not doing us any harm. We're screwed wherever you go in the world.
That's right.
Nothing. Bali's catching us.
But no matter what happens, you come here and you go, oh yeah, I'll have that side of asparagus, and they say, oh yeah, the $25 side of asparagus, and it comes out with 3 sticks. You're like, fuck.
I can't believe you've just gone asparagus.
Yeah.
If you're going on holiday, you getting asparagus or you getting a schnitty and chips? Or a burger and chips. Don't even come at me with asparagus.
Depends if I want to punish the wife in the toilet, with the smell in the toilet later on that night.
I was going to say, you are 100% leaving holiday with stinky piss. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we got sidetracked.
Speaking of stinky piss, Pope, he misses out in Adelaide to Jacob Bethel. Yes, no waiting.
Right. Sorry, I was literally about to search Pope Leo.
No.
Just the way you led with Pope.
Good old Ollie Pope.
Waiting. I feel it's only a matter of time before Pope fires. But in saying that, you could say that about any batsman that's done sweet FA. I'm pretty sure for 3/4 of our last season in third grade together, they were just waiting for me to fire, and it never came. So. Do you know what I mean? It's 6 1, half a dozen the other. I think
you got some solid 20s. You got some solid 20s and 30s.
Yeah, but it's
amazing when you're playing grade cricket and you get a 20 or 30. You're like, yeah, I did all right today. If an Australian player gets a 20 or 30, you're like, fuck, what did he do wrong? Fucking hopeless. That's a shit innings.
Actually, yeah,
you'd love to get the 30. As a grade cricketer, you get the 30 runs. You're at the pub having a beer, going, scored 30 today. Got a 30 knock. Look, probably should have went on. But pretty happy with my 30.
Look, boys, I'm not going to lie. I got 30. We won by 74. I pretty much effectively won that game for us.
I'm at the pub with Scotty, and he talks to one person. He's like, yeah, I got 30. And then 5 minutes later, I hear him talk to another guy. Yeah, I got 30. Just like there's 6 different conversations in the space of 10 minutes. Yeah, I got 30.
Where'd Scotty go? Oh, he's cramping. He's outside. He's a bit sore. But he only got 30. Yeah, but hey, it was a nice 30. It was a very nice 30.
It's a long way out there and back too.
I feel like they really need to focus on their bowling more than their batting. Yes, their batting's been shit, but then so's their bowling. You know what? Just bring out a whole new 13, send the current ones back, start from scratch. You got nothing to lose except the series. Your pride shot to shit. I feel
bring out were you saying like a Temu England? Like go on like Alibaba Express and just buy a Temu. Yeah, buy a Temu England and have them come out here.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because we are saying Pope may miss out in Adelaide to a Jacob Bethel, who is probably not going to do them any harm coming in to give it a crack in the batting because, I mean, Pope's been shocking.
Yeah.
But there's another really great article that I was reading, which is a really good point, that Ollie Pope has got wicketkeeper experience, can keep, and we were saying before that Smith can't catch a cold at the moment. That drop catch in the Brisbane Test was atrocious. Now,
Yes.
that guy,
Yes.
you feel for that guy. That guy, that was his first ever time facing or keeping to a pink ball. And the pink ball does do lots of different things. And we know that Australia are 1 in the pink and England are now 2 in the
Two
stink.
in the stink.
So the question would there be is, does Pope go back down the order, take the pressure off him? He takes the gloves because he can't do any worse than Smith.
Can't do.
And then they bring Bethel in to bat at 3. And does
And
that
drop
strengthen
Smith.
and drop Smith? Does that strengthen their side?
I tell ya, I'm just reading an article here, and it says maybe they should remove Pope and just bring in Bethel. What about that? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's literally the question you just asked.
That's a good question.
Honestly, I'd probably get rid of Smith. If you're getting paid that kind of money and you're at that stage in your career where you're representing your country, pink ball, white ball, 2 balls in the hole, whatever it may be, you should be gloving them. You should be.
Yeah,
you
you should be.
You train for this shit. Do you know what I mean?
Do you? I never
Well-
trained. I was a keeper.
Yeah, I know. But you didn't need to train. Do you know what I
That's
still
true.
think about that catch he took down leg side in the grand final? That was just superb. Maybe, you can't. You're not a pom.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably got English heritage somewhere. I think I've got a bit
Oh,
of
I
German.
think we
in me
all
too.
do, don't we? Got a bit of German in you. I'm pretty sure you've had some German in you.
You want some?
To answer your question, they honestly, I don't think whatever they do with this batting lineup, they're going to need at least 2 to fire, and I really don't see it at the moment. It just seems that everything Australia does, they're just getting England's number. So bring in Bethel, bring back Johnny Bairstow all you want. Who cares? I don't know. If
that's
it's
the
gonna
other
help
one, isn't
them.
it?
Well,
They're
apparently
SOSing
yeah.
Bairstows. Like, gee, if you're going to SOS someone good.
Apparently Johnny's already walking his way over here. So we should be sweet. It should be sweet. He'll be here by Sydney.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Fucking hell. Wouldn't that be funny to have him? In fact, I think Australian crowds would love to have him over here. 'Cause-
that would be fantastic.
yeah.
He hasn't
yeah.
been here since, has he?
No, that was the last
would be-
Ashes series.
Yeah, that would be something superb. Get him over
Yeah.
here, please.
Especially
do us a favour.
just in time for the Boxing Day Test. Like, get 100,000 Melbourneites and people from around Australia travelling to England, travelling to Melbourne for the MCG Test on day one, and have Bairstow come out. That would be brilliant. And then have Carey stump him.
Stump
That
him.
would be
that would be
brilliant.
That would be fantastic.
All right, next question on the yes/no waiting game. Cummins, who's coming back into the squad, lock that shit in.
Yep.
And Lyon coming back into the squad, lock that shit in. They're going to take big wickets in Adelaide.
Oh, definitely. Yes. There's no run there. You just hit the fence. Save
Yeah.
your legs. We've gone for 4. Yes, absolutely. But as I just said, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't think it matters who you bring in. I think the wickets are going to tumble. Australia's just shown at the moment their bowlers really can't do anything wrong. You go through some of the figures of these POMs, and they're fantastic bowling figures if that was your team score at the end of day one. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I read something here that, where was it? There you go. Atkinson, wicketless in Perth, his series figures of 3 for 236. You'd be stoked if you left day one and Australia's 3 for 236.
Yeah,
You'd
you
be
would.
stoked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at some of these Aussie bowlers that we've got, even with not how bad, but how much Boland struggled in the first innings in Perth. I don't think his overall figures are that bad.
No.
I don't think it matters who plays. The wickets are going to come. But I just feel that Cummins and Lyon add that something different. And I think it's going to be Cummins' test.
You kind of get that feeling. Like, Starkey has been just a beast. And
Oh,
you almost
Iron Man.
want him to have a relaxing test. And, like, just chill for a little bit and just get to take a bit of the weight off, because you've got Cummins who's going to come in and is going to be steaming in big time.
Yeah.
And then you got Lyon, who, don't forget, used to be the curator in Adelaide. So he knows this wicket like the back of his hand.
True.
So I feel like he may be the guy out there making this into a road. I don't know. Like, he does a bit of part-time curating as well. Maybe that's part of the conspiracy theory. They're bringing Lyon back in so he's not doing any curating and they can make this wicket last for 5 days. But I think that's going to be a pretty obvious statement. All right, the next one is Root and Smith will make big hundreds in Adelaide.
I hope Root doesn't, only because I'm an Aussie. I don't want to see England put on big runs. I'll be honest, I'd love to see us rattle them for 94
2
in
days
the first
again.
innings. 94 in the first innings.
Yeah.
We then go on to bat for 2.5 days. Smith and Marnus both knock up tons.
Yeah.
Smith will score 200. Marnus will get about 130. And then we'll declare. And,
I like this so far.
And then rattle them again. Gornsky's
Wow.
done and dusted. No 100 for Root. He got his 100. He doesn't need another one. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
You kind of feel like someone's got to show up again for England, and poor old Ben Stokes, he must feel like he's nude at the end of a golf driving range, just getting hit by balls in all parts of his body, just by the way he's been treated in the media. Everyone's coming for his head in England. Everyone's coming for his head in Australia. Head is coming for his head when he's batting. It's just like nude at the end of a golf driving range. So you got to feel for the poor guy, and I feel like Root could be the one that goes out there and does the damage, because generally one batsman will make runs in an innings, and he's shown that before, and he's in form. Like, he's batting very, very well. So that was the reason why. And they're kind of the old foe. It's like always been a thing of who's the better batsman, Root v Smith. It's always been a very interesting conversation. I could see them both scoring up big tons.
So, honestly, you feel at least an England batsman will need to score 100. So we are still with the premise that 30 isn't good?
30 is not good. Depending on who's scoring it. If we're playing third gate, 30 is...
30's
like,
brilliant.
Even 27, I'm happy with. 27, you know what I mean? You're close to 30. And you know what the best thing about 27 is? You go to the pub and you go, I got about 30. I didn't bother checking the check. I think it was about 30. You know what I mean?
But then you get 3 beers in and some prick turns around and goes, I've got the scorebook in the car. You want to bring it in? Don't bring that. Don't worry about it.
Fuck that. Don't
no one
ruin the
needs to see what
scorebook.
I've done for me 30.
Someone will spill beer on it or say, leave it in the car till next
Got
week.
about 30.
Yeah, got about 30. All right, the next question on the yes-no waiting game. The Aussies will rest Boland or Stark for this test, so they're recharged and ready to go for the big one. That's Melbourne, Boxing Day.
Waiting. I don't see them resting Stark. Only because I mentioned this, it might have been last show or the show before. Stark, to me, doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants a rest. Like, hey, mate, you're killing it. Got a couple of fit bowlers coming back. You want to have a breather? I feel like if he can play, if he's fit, he wants to play. I feel like if they are going to rest anyone, rest Scotty Boland for the MCG. We've seen what he can do there. He's dangerous there. He is sensational there. He's every man's wet dream on Boxing Day, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's still a great test. If you have Cummins and Stark coming into bowl, and you have like a Doggett or a Nessa coming in as your second change, you got your medium pace in Green, and then you bring Lyon in as a spinner. I mean, it's a pretty strong attack.
I'm still, after hearing you say that, I still don't know how you and I are not selectors. That's perfect. You've nailed that.
We're still up for discussions, whether we need to. Just don't want to. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be selected for England though.
Tell him I scored a 30 once.
Yeah, that'll be our opening statement, Scotty. That's our opening statement.
But no, I feel like if fully fit, there's no reason why Stark would want to have a rest. He comes off as that kind of player, which is fantastic. I feel like, yes, if they're going to rest anyone, they'll rest Scotty Boland, keep him fit for the G, and let him wreak havoc.
Yeah, you kind of feel like, I remember Australia had the very controversial tactic a number of years ago when we were going through the heyday of having a lot of bowlers, that there was always someone getting rested. And I know you're sort of saying that, Starkey doesn't like to get rested, and I totally agree. No bowler really wants to be rested, but sometimes they tap you on the shoulder and they say, you're getting rested no matter what.
like Nathan Lyon.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it again, Scotty. If Stark is rested, you know that this is part of the conspiracy from Cricket Australia to make sure this goes 5 days, because who's stuffing up the plans to get an Ashes test to go the 5 days? One Mitchell Stark. He bats out of his ass and he bowls out of his ass.
So, just a quick follow-up question on that. If Stark gets rested, is he more dangerous for Melbourne? Do you think he comes in so much more lethal? Like, I'm talking like Mitchell Johnson lethal in that last Ashes series he played in Australia. That lethal.
Put it this way. When Stark runs into bowl, he'll probably reverse swing a new ball.
Thought you were going to say, put it this way, you don't want to be his wife after the first day of the Boxing Day Test.
You don't know. You don't want to be his wife in the Adelaide Test while he's resting, because he'd be filthy.
Oh, wow.
All of his in-swinging Yorkers will be coming her way.
Oh.
You'd be totally fine in Melbourne because he'd be able to get his bowling out on the pitch going there, but he'd be throwing his balls around in that hotel room, that's for sure.
She'll be ducking a lot. Jesus. Hey, he won't be short of a length, will he?
Jeez, thank God Archer's not getting rested and his missus is not over here. That could be just brutal.
Jesus.
Anyway, we move on. All right, the way England bats in Adelaide will be different to the first two tests. Will Bazball shift under the enormous pressure of a lot of the greats of England have come out and said, look, we don't hate Bazball. Bazball is, and this is actually a really, really good point.
Mm-hmm.
The way England cricket was before Bazball started and Brendan McCullum took over as coach, England were boring to watch and they were not great at test match cricket. They were shit at test match footy too, just quietly, but they were really bad at test match cricket before like the Ashes wins. We're talking in the years leading up to McCullum taking over.
Yep.
And the biggest issue was they would play the blocking game quite a lot. They were too far on the defence. They were always such a defensive team. Bazball's gone the other way. Now they're an extremely attacking team. They don't leave a ball outside of off stump. And we saw it during the Brisbane Test. Australia would bowl one just outside the line. They would go driving, they'd miss it, and you go, oh, that's a warning sign. Be careful, you got a life there. The next ball, they do the exact same shot, edge out. So the greats are sort of saying, and you got Beefy Botham saying this sort of stuff, look, we want you to continue to play Bazball. It's the best cricket England have played in a lot of years. But would it hurt you to leave the odd one? And would it hurt you to play the conditions? If three of you fuckers are getting out to the same shot and they bowl it again, it's like robbing the same convenience store 3 times in a row. It's like, geez, my last 2 mates got locked up by the police. Fuck it, they'll be gone by now. And you go get locked up. And you're like, mate, the cop car's still waiting out the front with your other 2 dickheads in the back of the paddy wagon and you've gone to rob it again? Like, just let the dust settle first.
So, will it be different? Yes, I feel it will. Will it be better? Sure as shit can't get any worse. Can't get any worse. I feel like Botham's just he's listened to you. You said this last show. Leave it. Leave the ball outside off. Just let it go. Yeah, the commentators were saying that they're scoring it 5 and over in Test cricket, which is fantastic. But when you're losing a wicket, sometimes every 5th or 6th over, score 5 and over all you want, but when you're dropping those wickets, what's the point of going out with 55 on the board all out? Like, it'll be different. It has to be different. It has to be. If they're going to stand any chance, it has to be different, but not drastically. Like they said, leave that one just outside off. Have a look. Get your eye in. It doesn't hurt. Bazball's sensational for every nation that's playing them.
Yeah.
Because the wickets tumble.
And the funny part is, like, they aren't too far off finding this incredible way of doing things. Like, if they can find a way to play Bazball and actually find that little bit of a, like, 10%, Leave those ones that are just stupid. And while you're getting set up and getting into your innings, leave those ones. And then when you feel comfortable, when you're on 30 or 40, go hell for leather because you'll probably hit them to the fence. That's what Head has done. That's what, basically every Australian did during all those starts in Brisbane. It just doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't, especially when everyone seems to continuously get out to the same shot. Like there's a blueprint there. How are they not talking in the sheds to say, guys, just leave that one? You know what I mean? Anyway.
Definitely. And look, to answer your question, it will be different because it has to be different. It has to be. Yeah. Definitely. If they stand any chance of taking anything from this, it has to change this test. Must.
All right. Final one on the yes-no waiting game before we move on. This test will show and has shown that Ben Stokes, has just got too much on his plate and lacks leadership around him. He has to bat, he has to bowl, he has to captain, and it sounds like there's not too much leadership happening around him. I know they've got like guys like Root who should be able to pick up a bit of the slack, but I don't know. It just feels like Stokes is doing everything and has to do everything. Otherwise, England don't even stand a chance. Take him out of that test match in Brisbane and it's done in 2 days.
Yep. You are spot on, definitely. And you mentioned it earlier in the show, which surprised me. They're calling for his head. And I honestly don't know why. Like you said, if it's not for him, Brisbane's done 2 days in. He is single-handedly bringing a little bit of respect into this side. He's scoring runs. He's taking wickets. He's looking good in the field. Whether he drops a catch or not, he looks good. He looks good. He's got he's got the sleeve. He's
got red hair.
Yeah,
that's the only thing to knock him on.
He wears a hat. He wears a hat.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But he could do with it. He could do with a haircut. I noticed that he's looking. It's almost looking a little bit mulletish. Just a little bit from the side.
Here's one question for you. It's not really cricket related, but could you see him as page 3 on the Picture Premium as an open spread? Do you reckon could he pull that off?
Him spread? What?
Yeah, as in him. What? The Picture Premium, Ashes edition. Ben Stokes, full 2-page spread of him spread.
My question will be, if this is happening, wearing 2 boxes, 2 DPs, is he using a bail or a bat to cover the nether regions as a tease?
That's true, because we found out he wears 2 boxes in the last game, and we haven't ever asked this, but, he could be one of those unique people to have 2 dicks. We haven't thought about that.
I am so confused as to how we got... Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Well,
you're saying
Premium.
He's good looking, right? So he's got the tats. He's got the tats. Yeah. But we're saying he's got the red hair, so... Would he be able to handle that, or would you need how they used to have back in the day, like a double, like a 2-person spread? So you bring someone else in to help.
Like Joffra Archer.
yeah.
Steal the show. Fuck.
He comes in wearing his bling and his big dick.
There'd be no room on the page for Ben Stokes.
Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah, I could imagine the headline, speed and leadership, or something like that. Like it's just
line and length.
Line and length. One of these 2 guys has the speed to kill. The other one has tattoos and can lead. Yeah,
I feel like the more this conversation goes on, the more I flash back and feel like that picture Jimmy sent is warranted. That's the kind of show we're throwing.
One of our big listeners of the fans of the show. He basically
sent listener.
We sent him some Talking Sport Report merch, and he was so over the moon. He sent a nude to us.
So I feel like we're really treading that territory again.
We are.
Look, I to get back to the actual cricket, I feel like Stokes is doing it all. Without him, England are completely screwed. I feel like if it's not for him, they'd be calling for the squad's head. They'd be calling for McCullum's head, to be honest. I feel like the guy is doing too much. And if it wasn't for him, they're up the creek. So get off his back. Stop calling for his head. Because at the moment, seems like he's all you've got.
Yes, 100%. And just before we move on, if that was the edition of the month, would you buy that magazine just to check it out?
Wait, if it's just Stokes or is Archer in
Yeah,
it?
no, just Stokes. We couldn't do Archer. There's not enough paper.
No, there's not. Definitely not. No, but you know what I
Joffra,
do?
You know what Joffra could be? It could be one of those pages that continues on. So you just keep turning the page.
Folds
till
out,
you
just
get to you
folds
get
out
to-
and out and out. It's like a 12-foot long poster.
And that's just to get his necklace in the shot.
Do I buy it? No, but I flick through it when I'm waiting to pay for my fuel.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely booking a dentist appointment that weekend or that week, and I'm going to hope that they're sitting there on the table.
Shit.
Yeah, just to have a cheeky, just so I can say, oh no, I didn't buy it, but I had a cheeky look. All right,
know
let's
what you
move to the talking. Yeah, let's move to the talking points of this test and start making some tough calls. Who wins the toss, Scotty? You've already said it before. You think
Yeah.
England don't, but who does win the toss? Do they go 3 from 3, or they
I
they
hope
don't?
England do go 3 from 3 because, as I said to you, if they get absolutely pummeled in Adelaide and they've won the toss, I reckon that's their downfall. I would 100%, if I was Ben Stokes and this does play out the way I've just said, at Melbourne, I'm walking out going, don't flip that coin. Pat, what do you want to do? It's on you.
Yeah,
100%.
just have it. Just
Yeah.
have it.
100%. I'm not. No, you know what? Not even leaving the sheds. You coming?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
No.
You decide. You batting or bowling?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Or when the toss comes and it's like, yeah, you go heads and it's like heads. No, it didn't hit that. hit the boom mic. You should have redo that.
Stokesy,
What's your prediction then?
Stokesy, you've won the toss. What are you going to do? Go best 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Best 2 out of 3.
My decision on winning the toss is to toss again.
Yeah. You know what? I'd like to see Pat win the toss. I would.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go in and have a bat. We're going to have a
What's the
bat.
rest of the prediction of the test? Do you see it being a long test, short test?
Well, if we win the toss and we elect
You
a
went
bat,
far off last test, just quietly. You missed out. You said we were
no.
done in an innings. We were
No,
going to bat as much as we're going to get, and they were going to bat twice, and we were going to not have to bat. But
yeah,
it wasn't
I
far
said
off.
we win by an innings and 138 runs. But I remember texting you at one point going, right, we need
This
to
is on
take 10
play.
for none.
Yeah.
We have to take 10 for none now for this to come true, and it didn't. I feel like if we win the toss and we bat, we're going to go out, we're going to score a shit ton of runs, and we may get 5 days. But if it goes the way I hope, we will only bat once.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. We'll bat for 2.5 days, and we'll roll them in a day, maybe.
Shit.
Look, I'm getting cocky. We've
You
just
are.
watched 2 tests where we've absolutely destroyed them. I'd like to see it again. But in saying that, I may have just jinxed us, and it may be 2-1 after Adelaide. We might be chatting next Sunday going, fuck, what happened in Adelaide?
Yeah, and that's when the conspiracy theories can really take off. You know what I'm saying?
What else you got?
I'm with you though. I think Australia win the toss because Pat Cummins is back. He's got an incredible record of winning the toss. Quite a good tosser. And he can definitely win the toss and we'll go and have a bat. And I think it's going to be a big one. This could be the first 5-day test match of the whole series, given the fact that it is in Adelaide and batting conditions will be very, very good. And I think Australia win and we go to Melbourne up 3-0 and we just unleash on them in Boxing Day. But I would
good.
also predict. I've just got a feeling that we are in for a bit of a Josh Tongue attack. I think Josh Tongue finally gets picked for England.
Headline. You just want the
do.
headline, don't you?
What is that headline?
Australia, tongue fucked.
Yeah, we want
But
that
in
back.
all honesty, which paper is going to be ballsy enough to run that? The Batuta Advocate, maybe.
But maybe Batuta Advocate. Yeah, we can give that to them for free. But I just don't know why they haven't used Tongue. He bowls he's erratic, but he's actually got a bit of fire. Bring him out here. He got Smith out twice in the Ashes in England, so he actually knows how to get us out. He's got a bit of fire, which clearly none of the other England bowlers have, unless, of course, there's fucking 10 runs to get in the final innings of a day.
Exactly right.
Like, seriously.
Exactly.
Oh, there's your spread. He wouldn't be a redhead, would he, by any chance, Josh Tongue?
No, I'm just having a look there. You know what? For a Pommy, he's got a nice smile on him.
Okay. I was going to say,
No,
he could have joined Stokes
he's a
on page
brunette.
2.
Yeah, he could. Not Archer, though. You're not
Not
getting the
Archer.
three of them on there.
No.
28 years of age.
Bowls a
Yeah,
nice
okay.
pace.
Yeah, so he's 1.93 metres in height. How fast is Josh Tongue? 142 to 145. With recorded instances of touching 149 kilometres an hour.
Yep. So
Not bad.
He's going to be up
You
there.
know what? I think you're onto something. I think England need that. They can't
do.
just rely on Archer. No one can rely on Archer.
No.
Definitely
Well, if we
not.
do it, the good thing about this is if we do our maths correctly, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if it does
Ooh.
last the 5 days, our next podcast next Sunday, we'll be able to do the full review. So if you are a massive fan of cricket and you've enjoyed this podcast so far, come back. We'll be reviewing the Ashes third test in Adelaide this next Sunday night after the 5th day, if it does make it that far. It is time to get into the tip-off, Scotty. This is where you and I go head-to-head. It's a $500 multi. We're keeping tally. Whoever wins each week gets 1 point. The end of the year is closing in on the final Sunday show of 2025. After that win happens, we'll make the tally, and the person who has the highest tally wins a favour. What do you think it is? Sexual. You always say sexual.
Well, do you know what? The more I think about it, the more I'm struggling to even come up with something.
Well, you can use anyone who's listening to this podcast, if you've got an idea, because at this point, Scotty's up 4-2. Both of our multis bombed out again. Mine missed by one leg again. So we are back to the drawing board. I basically
Just
have to
remember,
get two in a row.
There's 3 weeks left for the year for us on this show.
Yes.
You need to win all 3 to actually win it. That would be a huge comeback. That would be massive.
Yeah.
If we both fail this weekend, you cannot win, but you can level it on the last weekend. I'm stressing. I'm overthinking this massively.
You are. I like it. I'm in your head.
Yeah, you
I'm
are. You are.
absolutely dying on it.
To the point where I've actually gone 5 legs this weekend, and I'm still, am still not even anywhere near a value I need to be. That's how short my favourites are.
Good. Well, good on you. If you win it and you get it over the line, what else? You are the defending. You are the current champion. You're up 4-2.
No, I'm the leader.
You are the leader. You are the champion. You're the champion.
There's no champions.
It's
Stop
impossible
this.
to lose from here. It's impossible for you to
No,
lose
it's
from
not.
here.
It's not. Shut up. Shut up.
God, you'd be Steve Bradbury if I won this. Anyway, keep
Oh.
going. What's
All
your bet?
So we've got 3 NFL, 1 NHL,
Yep.
and 1
How many in the Spanish league?
none. Fuck
Oh,
that.
good.
I've gone
That
German
corrupt league.
instead.
Oh, even less corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
So we've gone Jacksonville to beat New York Jets in the NFL at $1.10.
What are they paying? I was going to say that.
$1.10.
Are they $1.09?
We've gone, sorry, Sluggy, but we've gone the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Las Vegas Raiders at $1.10.
Oh, very nice.
We're going, actually, I didn't write down how much the Texans are paying to beat the Cardinals, but I've gone the Texans to beat the Cardinals in NFL.
Yep.
Bayern Munich at $1.07 to beat Mainz. And the Vegas Golden Knights in NHL to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets at $1.67.
That's hot.
500. This is where I'm worried. I don't think it's enough. 500, returning $1,255.21. Without
Interesting.
adding that 5th leg, I was at $1,087 return. That's how
Very-
short these suckers are.
Very, very interesting.
What do you got?
All right, let's have a look here. I reckon I could have a bit of fun here. What was yours again? 1,200 and how much?
$55
Yeah.
and 21 cents.
That's good. I have gone 5 legs.
Okay.
So I can tell you right now, my
You've
total-
gone all basketball, haven't you?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. All right. I've just tallied up mine. It's $1,714
Right.
worth of multis. I
So there's
have
no
my
issue there.
500. There's no issue there.
Yep. So
I
if
win,
you
I
get
get the
5
point.
from 5, 100% you do. Righto.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm on the Cavs at home to beat the Charlotte Hornets,
Right.
$1.20.
Yep.
I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat the Sacramento just garbage Kings
Yeah.
at home at $1.15. I'm on the Golden State Warriors away to get a win against the Portland Trailblazers at $1.45. That's the one that's a little bit risky. And then I'm at the NFL, and I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Bit up and down, right?
They are.
But I think they can take care of business against the Chargers, $1.36.
Feel like that.
And I feel like the Texans, the Houston Texans can destroy Arizona Cardinals at $1.16.
I've already got that one. So tick that off. If I fuck that, you're out. If I get that, you've got it.
Yeah.
Damn you.
There's my 5. So that's paying $1,700. So we only have one that crossed over. Is that right?
Yeah, one that crossed over. But I feel like I'm just having a quick look at the LA Chargers actually, and I think they're second in the AFC. Is that West? I believe.
Yeah. But the Chiefs have got to get their act on. They want to play. I feel like I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. We're going to run.
Yeah.
With it.
I'm just having a look here. Chargers 1-9, lost 4. Chiefs below them 1-6, lost 7.
I know they've had a shocking year, but they've got to turn it around, and
That's true.
They've got an amazing team.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have the team they've had in the previous years, and they're definitely falling behind. But when you've got a quarterback like Mahomes, you just feel like they could win any game, and it's about now where they have to start switching. Otherwise, they're done and dusted. So. I'm confident that they can do it, but I'm still a little bit worried. But I had to do something. I had to get that over the line. $1,700. I'm happy with it.
Yep.
We're rolling with it, and we'll see how we go.
It's time for Comment Club. Normally, I ignore all the comments. I get a lot of them. I've got to get paid for this crap.
There is a couple of ways to get into the Comment Club. You drop us an email anytime. We encourage it. Please reach out. Tell us what's on your mind. Tell us what you love about the show, what you hate about the show, any questions you may have, and you will end up in this segment. We do it each week, the Comment Club. The email address is talkingsportreport@gmail.com. The other way you can do it is you slide into our DMs. We're at Talking Sport Report on YouTube. You can watch the full podcast each week there in clips that we put up at Talking Sport Report. And, of course, on Instagram as well. That's the best way to get in here. And each week, all the people that do comment to us, drop us a DM, send us an email, we do pick a show GOAT, our weekly best listener of the show's podcast. Scotty, you want to kick us off? What have you got for us tonight on
I've got a simple one. It's from our good friend, Nev.
Yeah.
Former throat goat. Sorry, show goat.
Yeah.
And this will surprise him, but Scotty won't admit it, but Cherry Evans is a ducket face.
Yes. So this is off the back of you saying how much you hate Ben Duckett last week. And we did discuss that your hatred of Duckett is very much down to his physical appearance. And he's kind of got that face you just don't love.
Yes. Shane, to tell you, I agree. Cherry Evans is now a ducket face, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
Duck Cherry Evans.
I feel like we do need to create the Duckett Award of the week, and where you give us the most hated person you've had in land across your social media or your newspaper in the last 7 days. Because Cherry Evans would,
send them in if you work with a Duckett, if you've come across one at the shops, anything, let us know.
Give us a Duckett. Give us your Duckett. Hey, Nev's been busy, and this is show goat kind of material. Like, he's also emailed us. He's dropped comments.
Jesus.
He's now emailed us. He said, all I can say is this is bullshit. This is the 2025 YouTube top creators. And he said, Talking Sport Report should at least be top 5, surely. He's ropeable. The list is number 1, Mr. Beast. Number 2, Callus Blocks. Speed's on there. Double Dates on there. Cadella Mia's on there. Charlie Kirk is 6. So he's upset that we weren't in the top 4. I don't know who we're knocking out. I mean, you just did say last week we're coming for you, Mr. Beast, when we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Bingo. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Doesn't happen overnight, but it happens.
It does. So thank you, Nev. He's obviously working hard to give us some content each and every week with the obviously show goat material right there.
Definitely.
What have you got, Scotty?
I like this. I do. Now, this is from Jono, good mate of mine. Mm-hmm. You know Jono.
Oh, good. Yes, I do.
Avid listener of the show, which I love.
Fantastic.
All right. It's been a great show, team. Clapping emoji. To be fair, I have zero interest in cricket, And the show actually got me to watch a day of the second test.
Shit.
I sat back making comments on how the tactics are going, although I have 0.01% knowledge of it.
Amazing.
I even commented saying Inglis is dog shit. Then he goes for a master throw and nails the stumps full flight side on. Spoken like a true cricketer.
Amazing. That is like the ultimate for our podcast, right?
that's
if you
huge.
listen to us, we do tackle every sport. We aren't locked to one sport. We talk about what's happening at the moment. Right now we are in cricket season, so come
the
along for the
Ashes.
ride.
Yeah.
We talk about sport in a very casual way. We like to have a bit of fun. So you're not going to get the stats and the figures, are you?
No.
You're
Yeah,
not
this
gonna be
doesn't
bored.
end. There is a second half of this.
All right.
Anyways, been thinking about the little betting comp you lads have going on. The tip-off.
Tip-off.
If Scotty wins, I'm pretty sure he should request a fully funded Talking Sport Report trip to Magic Round to rock some live content on Caxton Street. I'm sure you lads can still make content 17 beers deep. Maybe get Big Willie on the show. Anyways, have a good week, lads. That right there is a sensational idea. And it's going to take a lot to edge that out for Showgoat of the week.
Yeah, you're right. That's a fantastic message. And you know what annoys me the most is it's easy to say if someone says, "Oh, send Scotty to Vegas," which I think my brother-in-law John did once, and it was a very, very good call. But like the chances of me actually funding you to go to Vegas is sweet fuck all. We don't make enough money from this podcast.
No, exactly.
But I can get you on a Jetstar flight for $50. So, and I can chuck you at, I don't know, there's some shitty backpackers there in the main street of Brisbane. I can put you there for the night. I can do this for $100. That's way better than having some sexual favour that you ask of me.
Well, don't rule that out either. Don't rule that out, all right?
Maybe we have to. Maybe the dare could be, I've got to pay for it. That could be your part of it. But we have to go to Brisbane for Magic Round together, and we take the podcast on the road.
Could work. Push comes
I'm
to
up for
shove. We drive and sleep in the car.
Yep. I've slept in close proximity to you before when we travelled around America. Even one room in New York where you rolled over and it was such a tight room. You
Basically.
rolled over and you were inside me.
Yeah.
And it was a race to the death every night. I had to try and get to sleep before you started snoring.
Yeah.
I never won that battle,
No. It's like a freight train, isn't it?
especially after you had a couple of bevies and a couple of cheeky double quarter pounders.
I still remember going to that Macca's on Broadway and you're like, oi boys, I've gone fat. I've got 2 cheeseburgers. I'm like, I just bought a family pack of nuggets. Shut up. It's like, we don't have
And
that.
you-
We didn't have that in Australia at that point. A family pack over
no.
there was like 40 nuggets.
And you would slap those beers, slap those burgers and those nuggets, and you'd be passed out after your second bite, like the last bite of your nugget. You'd just be bang.
Gone. Just like a freight train.
And I'm like, fuck, all right. And those are the days where
remember.
you couldn't put like loud music on or a podcast in your ear. Like you had to, it was.
Yeah. But I tell you, we did watch a lot of Pickers, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
We did, which was a mistake for my end because I got too into it. Next minute you'd be asleep and I'd be fucked.
Oh, shit.
All
What
right,
else you got?
one. The last one is from Jimmy, our boy Jimmy, who's a long-time listener, probably one of the first of our long-time listeners here on Talking Sport Report. He writes in, morning to the Talking Sport podcast CEO and Scotty. Wanted to check in and see if you have any of the images of the Roosters touching down in PNG. DCE looks like he's a malnourished version of a prisoner of war. He would be 13 kilograms wringing wet, and that's before they take the Kokoda Trail. I'll say it now. If he doesn't make it out of the jungle. Go boys, go the Eels, and go Zach Lomax.
Oh,
So I'm going to ask the question. I'm guessing you're Googling it right now, but have you
I
seen, like, what's he look like? Explain it to anyone listening.
So I've just Googled Sydney Roosters PNG and I've gone images, and it is nothing but Sydney Roosters logos. That's it.
I reckon he's taking the piss.
Let's go back to all. No, this is all. All right, I'm going to have to spell that. God, there we go. Here we go. I see Tedesco. It looks like he's got corks on his wide brim hat. Nah, he's just got speed dealers on, and I'm struggling here to find any pictures. If he could send some, that would be sensational. Hang on. Post-career. NRL stars arrive in PNG for Kokoda Challenge. Nah, we've got to subscribe for that and we don't make enough money.
No, that's true.
Send through some pictures, Jimmy. Please. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm just having a look. Waiting. Oh, he is spot on. Mate, I'm not kidding. These PNG boys behind him have more beef on the bones.
Yeah?
He's built
all over
like
the
my
place.
pinky, which is still a decent size. The neck's more prominent. He's got a smile on his face like he's just caught his dad sliding into his mum. There you go.
Who's
Ducket
smiling at
face.
that?
Ducket, he would.
Yeah, well, that's
Fucking
true.
ducket face.
All right, there goes the comment club. Who you want to give the show go to? The best listener of the week for their, I guess, excellent correspondence to our show.
To be honest with you, I've been completely struggling. If I secure the tip-off, I don't even know where to start and how I'd go about it. I'm frothing the fact that Jimmy's come at me with this. Jono, has come at me with a suggestion. I like it. I feel like he's got he has got a stick up, but I feel that's worthy of a bucket hat.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
that's good.
That's my opinion.
Your mum did buy them.
Yes, that's true. That's my opinion, only because if I win, he's given me something to work with. So to me,
Hey, you're the boss.
Jono should be the throat goat.
The show goat of the week.
Show goat,
Nicely
sorry.
done. Nicely done, Jono. You're a legend. Thank you so much. So if you have a thought off the back of this show, you want to tackle what we've been saying, or you've even got a better response to what's happening in the world of cricket or anything else, a question you want to throw away, talkingsportreport@gmail.com. Drop us an email through the week and we'll get to it next Sunday. Scotty, that brings an end to the show. So if you haven't had a chance to do it yet, wherever you listen to this podcast, whether it be on Spotify, Apple, or even YouTube, give us a 5-star rating. It makes the world of difference and can help us out so much to get that algorithm pumping. Until then, Scotty, peace, love, dove, sir.
Thanks for having me. I hope all our listeners have a ripper week, except Ben Duckett.
Fuck you, Duckett.